Alright guys, we are in the grand finals of the Dota Pit Minor. Right now we have the series between Team Liquid and VG Gaming. It's a best of 5 and we're gonna get to see a lot of mind games and interesting switches in draft from game to game, I believe. So without further ado, let's hop into game number 1. And VG, they have first pick here. They went for the first pick Rubik. I think this is meant as a deny pick to Team Liquid. But before we move on to the rest of the draft, let us look at the first phase ban. Okay, VG Gaming, they banned Lone Druid, Viper as well as Earth Spirit. I think Lone Druid and Viper, they are targeting it towards Matumbaman. Those two heroes were played extremely well by Matumbaman throughout the tournament. And I think VG Gaming is just trying to take Matumbaman out of his comfort hero. I'll be very surprised if I don't see them banning Broodmother in the second phase. And Earth Spirit is just a very strong position 4 right now, and they want to take it away from GH. I think he played exceptionally well on their hero yesterday or the day before, where he had he predicted the smoke gang from his opponent, and he just caught them off guard with like a triple boulder smash or something like that. Yeah, so it's pretty insane. And Liquid, they respond with the bans on Undying, Beastmaster as well as Windsor. So Brewmaster is actually left in the pool, and I see both teams with the potential of picking it up. So I mentioned that VG picked up this Rubik as their first pick. It's mainly as a deny pick to Team Liquid because they really like it on GH and they can also play on Kuroki. So it's a very versatile and strong first pick for Team Liquid, which VG Gaming doesn't want to give them. And Fenrir can definitely play the Rubik as well. But last time in the past, FY has always been the one playing it, but now they no longer have FY. FY transited to an offlaner playing for LGD now. And I'm not too sure if Fenrir or Lanham is the one that's going to play this Rubik. I think it depends on whether they prefer it on the position 5 row or the position 4 row. Or maybe basically just see who's more comfortable on that hero. Liquid goes back for the Bane plus Night Stalker. This Bane is probably going to be Kuroki's hero and the Night Stalker is going to be GH hero. So it's a very stable dual support right here. And VG Gaming, they go back for the Death Prophet. Okay, so both of Team Liquid's hero, they are not the best against a hero like Death Prophet. And the Chinese really love their mid Death Prophet. They can even pick it in the first phase like now, or most of the time teams playing against Chinese they'll just ban the Death Prophet in the second phase. But VG Gaming, they want to play it in their first game here. They want to see how it goes and decide to just pick it right here. VG, they ban away Lifestealer, Nature's Prophet in the second phase, and they left Broodmother in the pool. Okay, that's very interesting. I hope they're ready for a surprise Broodmother pick, or not so surprising anymore considering Team Liquid does it a lot of time already. And Team Liquid, they ban away Void as well as Magnus. Two very targeted bans towards 11. He has been playing exceptionally well. We might get to see 11's Omni Knight here. It's very strong when paired together with Death Prophet. It's good with countering the silence from Night Stalker. In general, he's just very good at protecting Death Prophet. Because Death Prophet, he's very strong when he has a defensive hero around him. Or like you want to play around him a lot. So Omni Knight is actually a very strong hero for that, for the repel, as well as the purification, and basically all his spells are very defensive. And yeah, so Liquid, they go for the Elder Titan. This is a very interesting pickup. We haven't seen this in the longest time. I'm not sure what changes did he get in 7.07. And I mentioned that Kuroki has been trying to play around with a few different heroes. Like he picked Patch for GH, and now he's going to pick Elder Titan, I believe, for Mind Control. So it's just very interesting to see. It's going to be very good at removing armor as well as magic resistance for this hero. He's going to be quite strong against Death Prophet in my opinion. That being said, I'm not really sure how well it will work in the end. VG Gaming, they go back for this Clockwork. Clockwork is a very strong hero against Bane as well as Elder Titan. Like if Bane Finch grips somebody, it's very easy for Clockwork to cancel it with his hook shot or just battery assault. Or even a good well-placed Cox can also cancel the Finch grip. And Elder Titan, if he gets Cox inside with the Clockwork, he can't really do anything. He has very high animation for his spells and he probably just have to right click his way out of it. Force Staff is going to be very important for the lineup of Liquid here. You can use it to kite from Death Prophet, Siphon Soul, save heroes when they are getting Rubik lifted. When you Force Staff somebody when he's lifted, the lift just kind of stopped and he'll just get pushed away. VG Gaming, they Yeah, so this Clockwork is actually a very strong pick as a position 4 right now for VG Gaming. And Liquid, they go back for the Shadow Fiend. Okay, this is very interesting. Like, they're playing heroes that we don't see. So, I'm not sure if they're just trying to have fun right now or they have something in mind with all these picks. Like, maybe they feel it's a good time to have these picks. And yeah, just experiment. It's the first game of a best of 5. When better to experiment things, right? And one thing about this Shadow Fiend is Clockwork likes to come to the mid lane to harass their hero, the opponent mid lane hero. And if it's a very small thing, but still something to take note, I believe. So like Clockwork, he tried to Cox to harass this Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend can try to right click the Cox to gain souls as well. So that's something to take note going into this game. VG Gaming, they immediately go back for the anti-mage for Paparazzi. Right now, Liquid, they don't have a lot of lockdown on their side. They have Bane Grip and Night Stalker Silence, but it's not the easiest to catch an anti-mage. And Elder Titan Storm as well as Shadow Fiend, they are not as in Shadow Fiend doesn't have anything reliable to stun anti-mage, and Elder Titan Storm is definitely not reliable. And with the changes to the anti-mage having the creating an illusion every time he blink at level 10 or 15 talent, it's going to be very hard for Liquid's lineup to chase him. So yeah, it's just a very strong pick here, and I think Liquid is going to need a hero for Matumbaman that can actually either contest his late game or try to end the game within 40 minutes. Liquid, seeing that 11's hero is left unpicked, they decided to ban the X. We've seen KP play X once during the tournament, and he played it quite well, I would say, against a Slug. It's just a very strong initiator against the likes of Shadowfin. Like, if you call Shadowfin with Blade Mail, and you pretty much can burst him down, on top of all the other spells from VG Gaming. So just a safe ban on a form of initiation that VG Gaming's lineup currently lack. The only initiation right now is a Clockwork with Hookshot and a Rubik blinking into Lift, which is not the safest in my opinion. So they are probably going to need something for 11 here. If they want to play the safer route, they can go for the Omni Knight, which I wouldn't say is the best here because they have an anti-mage and he's going to be very greedy with an Omni Knight. Instead, I think they should play some space creating hero for 11 where he can first create space and second be some sort of initiator for the VG Gaming lineup. Maybe something like a Bat Rider, which is not banned in this game. VG Gaming, they ban away this Terrorblade mainly as an late game carry answer to the anti-mage. They don't want Liquid to have something to respond to them in the late game, and Terrorblade will be a very strong pick. That being said, Matumbaman doesn't come to me as a Terrorblade player. Every time Liquid plays TB, it's always on Miracle, and I'm pretty sure Miracle is already on the Shadow Fin. So right now, Matumbaman's hero, they probably have something surprising for him because a lot of his heroes are banned. Lifestealer, Lone Druid, Viper, the heroes that he used to play, most of them are actually banned. Maybe we'll just go back to see something conventional like a Juggernaut. Juggernaut plus Elder Titan is very strong with his the Elder Titan aura. And somehow you got a negative armor from Shadow Fiend's passive as well. But first of all, yeah, VG Gaming, I think 11's Bat Rider might be my optimal pick here. It's very good at picking off together. Like, they need someone to pick off to start the fight so that Death Prophet can pop his ultimate and the fight will be going on. Like, the problem with Death Prophet you don't want is like when you pop your ulti and then your opponent just disengage. That's the worst case for Death Prophet. Like, you want like Clockwork go in and start the fight and then DP can pop his ultimate. So instead of the Bat Rider, they decide to go for something more team fight heavy on the Tide Hunter. Longer cooldown, but more impact in terms of team fighting. Bat Rider is more of a pick off. VG Gaming, they definitely need to play a 4th Protect 1 around the anti-mage right now and fight every time DP ulti and Ravage is off cooldown. If they take a fight with Ravage and DP ulti and they lose the fight, right, it's actually going to be very bad for VG Gaming side because AM is going to be pressured. He won't have the space to farm, and VG will be pressured because Liquid know they don't have ulti, they will just push on them. The only thing I fear for Liquid right now is they're quite bad at pushing out waves. Bane and Night Stalker, the two supports, are not very good at pushing out waves. Ursa is also not the best. the only good hero for pushing out wave is Miracle, and they're going to rely a lot on him to push out waves. And if he's on one side pushing out waves, and let's say VG try to take a fight somewhere else, 4v4, 4v5 or something like that, then it'll be good for VG Gaming. Mainly the last pick Ursa from Matuberman, I would say, is as a lane counter to the Tide Hunter. Tide Hunter is a very very strong laner, especially against a melee core, but Ursa is one of those that actually dominates Tide Hunter, Underlord, heroes that are meant to be actually very strong on the offlane, but Ursa dominates these melee heroes just because of his Fury swipes. Come late game, if the AM is able, as in like if Liquid is able to lock down this AM, Ursa can definitely dish out the damage onto NC Mage, especially if the Elder Titan aura, let me check the name, Natural's Order, as well as Shadow Fiend minus armor. So they definitely have the damage to bring down NC Mage. But I'm just afraid that the speed pushing factor might be a problem for Liquid, in the sense that they don't have, as I mentioned, they don't have the best tools to push out waves, and that's one of my greatest concern. I actually just favor VG's lineup slightly just because of those that I mentioned on. They don't really have an answer to push out wave and to punish this NC Mage pick. That being said, Liquid has been a very strong team, and you can see they have the Aegis. Let me show you. They have this Aegis on the Aegis thingy, show that they are TI winner. So yeah, they are TI winner. If anything, they definitely know how to make their draft work, especially with Koroki as a captain. But regardless, just hardcore based on draft, I'm just gonna say VG Gaming have the slightly better draft. Yeah, okay, that's all for Game 1's draft analysis. Hope you guys like it, and do subscribe to my channel, like my video, and leave any comments you have below. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and thanks for your support. Bye.